Welcome to the Fashionpreneur Fame Club interview. And today I have with me is Sharmishta Singh. She's the founder of a sari brand called Tantu Parva. I love the name of this brand. And she joined the fashionpreneur community early this year in February, I think. And in less than 90 days, so in precisely 73 days, Sharmishta was able to launch her amazing sari brand. Before she started with her fashion brand, she spent 18 years in corporate world working in banking sector in the HR and training industry. So congratulations, Sharmishta. It is great to have you here in the Fashionpreneur Fame Club. Over to you. We would love to know about your journey, about what you're currently doing. So tell us more about what made you start your sari brand.
Thank you so much, Havi ma'am. What made me start my fashion brand or a sari brand, which we can say, it's a childhood memory. So I can relate to my dadi's that soft saris and my mom's soft sari. So my mother is a fashion, not fashion, a handloom freak, I can say. Okay. So through childhood only, we are into lot of always used to have the handloom thing at our home. So always handloom and handcrafted clothing were the most important thing in our house. We never used to have that products which is being polyester made or something like that. We always used to have the cotton one, which are the handloom, and she used to tailor made it for us because she is the essence of Tantu Parva. So my mother is the essence of my brand, which is sari, is Tantu Parva. Everything around Tantu Parva is of her. So even the logo which I would be talking about, the ta, and the you can say the big bindi on that ta is of her bindi, because she adores that big bindi on her forehead every single day. So it's a tribute. It's you can say it's a tribute from a daughter to a mother, that whatever I am going to do in Tantu Parva belongs to my mother, because when we were small, she is I'm a Maharashtrian, so I can say a line. She is Sarva Guna Sampanna Ai, that we used to call her, because she knows everything. She is now 67 years old. Still, she has her exams. She gives her, she's a Pandit. She's pursuing Pandit degree. So she has her exams. So a lot of that conditioning and a lot of that things has inherited with us. But she had to take a tough call when we were small. So she is MA in Hindi at that particular time. So she wanted to start her school, but she could not, because we three of her and a big family of 25 people to be taken care of. So she sacrificed everything for us, for our family, for us. And she could not able to achieve what she wanted to achieve, or she could have achieved in her life. But today, she's empowering a lot of women. There are a lot of women who come to her and getting certified, trained pandita in the exam, which we say. She is very in knitting also, she's superb. In painting also, she's superb. So she, whatever you give her anything and she can do it. Right. So a lot of my inspiration and my everything has come from her. So she is the person who actually persuaded me to be her. Because because my husband, I would not say the company name because we are not officially bound to it's our corporate policy. But he's into he's a regional head managing rest of Maharashtra and Goa at a very good position. Mm-hmm. And after every 4-5 years, we get transfer and we need to move to some other city. So according to him, I I always had to change my jobs. So there were a lot of ups and downs and everything in my job. So she always used to tell me, why can't you start your own thing? You will do superb. You will do superb. So why can't you do something for you of your own? Just do it. I'm there to help you out. And when we shifted to Pune 3 years back, the same thing she said, and actually that drove me into this building a brand around Tantu Parva.
Wow, that's an amazing, inspiring story that you have shared with us, Sharmishta. And I mean, I'm literally all over goosebumps because when I see mothers empowering their daughters and then daughters taking the mother's dream forward, because I can relate a lot to that story. Somewhere or the other, I think that mother is very, very responsible for who we are, right? What they have made us into. So I'm so proud and I'm so honored that you are a part of Fashionpreneur, wherein you live by your mother's whatever dreams she had for you, and it's a superb journey, and that legacy that you are taking forward of her dreams and of the handloom. So thank you so much for that, and it explains that why you are so happy with your brand building that we were speaking just before we started this interview compared to what you would be doing in a corporate world, because I've been in a corporate world for 10 years and I know how fulfilling it is to build something of your own versus that big assistant manager, general manager name that you would have had in your corporate career. So hats off, thank you so much for sharing that. So what made you join Fashionpreneur? When you first joined the community in February, what were you at? What stage were you? What was already done for Tantu Parva? What did you do after coming in the community? How did your journey unfold within this community?
Yes, ma'am, in the month of January, there was some pop up which actually popped up on my Instagram, and it was you. Hi, I'm Harvi Shah, and I'm Fashionpreneur business coach. So it got stuck my attention because it was already there in my mind that I wanted to do something in handloom and handcrafted product, and I really thought I really believe in law of attraction. Whatever you attract, it will fall in place, and God will make that happen for you. And actually, I seriously don't know how that ad popped up in my Instagram, because I was not searching for any mentor or a coach. I was just going through a lot of you can say a research at that particular time. It was only a research phase for me, that what actually is going into the market currently and how are the trends and how everything is going on. So it was just a research phase. But it was there in my head that I will do in handloom and handcrafted only. And to start with, I will do only saris, and then later on we'll think how things are going ahead and how the business envelops ahead. So, I saw the ad, I joined your master class, and I never thought a minute that I don't want to join this. When you said now you have this 15 minutes and you have to register, within 5 minutes I joined, because I made at that particular time, I just made my mind, no, this is the place, and this is the person who I can surrender. And because she has that knowledge, that zeal, and that kind of direction which can help me to build my own brand. That immediate in those 30-45 minutes, that connection got developed between you and me, though we were not knowing each other at that particular time, but that connection got generally हम कभी सोचते नहीं है, it just happens.
मतलब भगवान मिलवा देते हैं, as you rightly said, universe just has something in plan. You just have to just think about it, and then it just falls on your lap. So very well said. Yeah.
So at that particular time, I immediately joined, and then you congratulated me, and then we have done first 2 sessions, Money Mastery, Time Mastery. It was at that particular time I was there in Nasik. So my mom was also attended those sessions, Money Mastery, yes, Time Mastery. So she was very in awe of everything. Like, you have taken a very right decision, and you have a mentor now. She can guide you.
So I'm so sorry for that glitch. Internet always doesn't give you its hand. So we are back again, taking our conversations ahead with Sharmishta. So yes, Sharmishta, sorry for that. Tell me, you were saying you attended the time mastery, money mastery sessions early on when you joined in. What did you feel about that?
Yeah. So in Money Mastery, we learned about the 6 magical bags, wherein you need to do your you need to divert your funds, and you need to have those accounts, and wherein you can put your money, and so that the income generation happens. So yeah, for my mother it was a very new concept, and she immediately was grasping everything, and she was very in awe of everything. So yeah, for us, starting off a business is a very, being considered as a very because all my family members are into service, so we do not have any family business, or we do not have anybody who is into business, and business is always considered to be, ओ बाप रे, अगर लॉस हो गया तो, और अगर नहीं कर पाए तो, you have such a wonderful job, you're working so nicely, you're getting promotion, you're getting good salary, why you want to quit your job and go into a business? कोई भरोसा है क्या business का? And that too, साड़ी कौन पहनता है अभी साड़ी? So there were a lot of ifs and buts and everything. But then once said and done, I have decided, no, I wanted to do this, and I will go ahead with this only. No matter if I fail, no matter if I get a success, no matter anything. If I have decided this, I better at least let me try. Even if I fail, no problem.
Yeah.
I can again go back to my corporate world, because I have handsome working experience. So let me at least try. And and then our journey as a fashionpreneur has started in the month of from the February. And then there were a lot of discussion we always have in our Wednesday mastermind classes. And I, in a sense, whatever I had in my mind, all about the doubts and everything, how should I go ahead about it, and how should I register my brand? Because through banking industry, because I was initially into HR and then into credit, so I had some knowledge about we can register, how we can register. But then the business part, and on the social media and into the e-commerce is totally new for me.
Right.
It's a different kind of sector and different kind of world altogether for me. And you have just everything, so many of your experience and your own fashion brand, all the winning successes and your all stories, everything you have combined, and you have just given us that platter. Now it's up to us whether to take advantage of that platter, or you just just stand aside and हाँ ठीक है कर लिया, नहीं करे तो नहीं किया.
Right.
But for me it was a commitment. I have committed to my fashionpreneur business school. I have committed to my coach, my mentor. I better deliver what I have committed and what I have promised. That's my nature. And that is what I feel, that is what any brand could stand for. If you're not able to commit what you have decided, then you can't go as long as you are aspiring for. That is what I believe in. And February we started. In the month of March, we all family member, all 4 of us got COVID positive. So I wanted to launch on, it was a holy launch for us, but then we were all COVID positive. So we took 15 days that time to being recover and everything, because my 2 small daughters were also positive. So that was happened. And I remember I was so touched by your one message, when I was not able to join one single master class on Wednesday, and you messaged me, Sharmishta, I see you are not that you are not on track on your direction. I hope everything is fine at your place. Is everything all right at your end? Please reply, get back to action. And that one message, I was COVID positive, and that one message like shook me around that yes, she is my mentor and she is going to be there till my brand has not achieved which I aspire, maybe 5 years, 10 years, whatever time it may take, but she would be there with me. And whatever it may be, I am totally surrendered to my coach, my mentor. And that and you said in that message also, ma'am, कि ये message मैंने I don't know what connection I felt with you, and I actually felt that something is wrong at your home, and that's why I'm typing this message to you. And I literally at that particular time, my husband was hospitalized, and I just called him and I said, you know, ma'am has messaged me and she felt that connection. There is, you know, there is some power literally above us, you know, that's why we connect that much. Correct. So he said, good, you got your mentor, now you just focus and go ahead.
Right. So your brand launch could have happened even earlier, but because of COVID positive, I think some disturbances around the health and family, it got a little bit of delayed, but you were well on track. Like within 90 days, launching a brand from scratch where you don't have any formal education in fashion or in business is a great, great, great achievement. So Sharmishta, that's, and you know, sometimes you just can feel who are the right action takers, who are committed people, because as you said, a lot of people think magic will happen on its own. You know, they feel once we have gone to the school, we will come out with flying colors. You know, even when we were in our school, our teachers would teach us, but then it's up to us how much we learn, we revise, how we perform, and at the end, that scorecard was given to us. So this is altogether business, and that's why. But I'm really, really inspired by the way you take action, by your quickness, and I think the results are showing up. So I believe the courses helped you overall, step by step, guided you in the right way, and it was easy for you to start very, very quickly with that, right?
Absolutely.
Tell us more about, you have already shared, you know, the essence behind the brand that you are building. Tell us more about the niche, like what kind of saris do you do in your brand? So tell us more about that.
Ma'am, my niche is workwear saris. And specifically because nowadays sari is being treated as a very traditional outfit, or maybe you can just wear on a special occasion, because it is being considered that to manage a sari is very difficult task. I will not be able to manage properly. So my brand stands for a very lightweight material, very easy to carry. You can wear it every day also. It is very, very soft like feather. And basically it stands for a very, very lightweight. And specifically why I have selected this particular niche is because I want all the women who think that is only for the occasion, or is only for a specific is a festive wear actually. For them, sari should not be a compulsion. It should come from joy. It should come from the happiness around it, and it should come as very easy. So that's the basic idea behind what Tantu Parva is having. That it should not be a compulsion. That it should not be a compulsion to any woman that she should wear a sari, or she should have that kind of that kind of
that compulsion to just
to be there, or it should be very easy. It should be very manageable, and you should enjoy what you are wearing. If you're not feeling good, how you are going to enjoy that incident. So that's about it. That's the entire aura, you can say that's entire around it.
Okay.
But yeah, but it is from age 25 to 45 beyond. I'm getting a lot of women who are above 45 are ordering my saris now.
Okay, great.
So even we are working into pure silk. We are not into artificial silk. We are into pure silk, we are into cotton silk, and we are into pure cotton. So these are the three things, and khadi also. All hand spun, and all the techniques are there involved or related to handloom and everything. But even if it is pure silk, it is very lightweight. Okay. Because we always have that preconceived notion around the pure silk that it is very heavy drape, and it requires a lot of manageability skills, and you can't wear it on every single day. But we have a pure silk saris which can be worn every day. To office also you can go. You even if you have any a puja at home, you can also wear that. So lightweight is what all saris are. Even if it is pure, even if it is Kanjivaram, all are lightweight.
So that's the USP basically.
Yeah.
That it's not difficult to manage a sari, so that you can wear it every day, everywhere, even for longer hours.
Yes.
It's amazing. So that's basically, so I understand your niche is saris, and then that also it's handloom, whatever you explain. What are the price points like, Sharmishta?
So, ma'am, the cotton sari, actually, the base price starts from 1,000 rupees. And then depending upon the technique, if it is hand spun also, because there are a lot of techniques involved into a handloom.
Right.
So so if there are any handwork which has been done on the sari, then the price range goes from 3,000 up to 10,000 also.
Okay.
And for the cotton sari, say for example, if we are talking about jamdani, so jamdani is a pure muslin, and then on the loom, the weaver do designing of the flowers through his hand on the weaving handloom. So that saris are very costly, because there are a lot of hard work which goes into that particular process.
Right.
And those saris start from 7,000 till it goes to 15 and above.
Right.
Yeah. Currently
seeing orders coming in for that high range saris as well. Like,
yes.
Orders?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have not launched Jamdani as of now, because the work is in the process. Yeah, but we have launched pure silks. Then I'm working with the award-winning weavers from Yevla for pure Paithani saris.
Okay.
So we are working with the Paithani weavers in Yevla at Maharashtra, which is considered as a hub of pure silk Paithanis. And the Paithanis are being sold, and people are liking it.
Amazing.
Yeah. So Paithani range, again, it's a pure silk, pure mulberry silk. We do not have any artificial silk involved in it. And if I'm saying it is pure silk, that means it's pure silk. It is not artificial silk, because we do not use artificial silk. And the price range starts from 10,000 and above for the Paithani silk saris. And then we have Kanjipuram silk. But Kanjipuram silk also we are getting done in Yevla.
Okay.
So we have the master weavers who are weaving the Kanjipuram sari at Yevla only. So I'm not going to south for Kanjipuram also. Okay. So there are the Yevla, my cluster of weavers who are weaving the Kanjipuram style saris also now.
Okay, so it's a great employment opportunities and work opportunities that your brand is creating for them as well. So an amazing social cause also being attached to your brand. So that's something great.
That's my own the entire focus of my brand is, first focus would be how should I build my brand, and the second one, building of the weaver and artisans community. That's my whole focus is. because when I was working with the bank, at that particular time I was not into contact with weavers and all. But yes, when I was in Gujarat, and Gujarat is the hub of textile.
Yes.
When I was in Surat, there were a lot of textile companies, because I was into credit, and I had a sanctioning authority. So there were a lot of textile people who used to come for loans. So I understand the psychology and the business process, how the textile industry works.
Okay.
But for handloom weavers, is totally different. They are very deprived of whatever, because power loom currently, आप एक साड़ी लगा दो, आप 1000 साड़ी एक दिन में निकाल सकते हो in power loom. But in handloom, it takes sometimes days to weave a single sari, sometimes many months to weave a single sari. So yeah, it is very tedious and very, very hardworking job. And weavers are not getting remuneration what the hardship they are putting into in their art or in their work. Right. So that's why we have not employed as such, but I aspire to have many weavers who are employed with Tantu Parva henceforth. But we are giving the best of best remuneration which they can ask for. So I'm whatever they are getting from the local market or local traders or suppliers who come and go to the weaver's house. So I'm giving more than 20% above the trader and supply to them. And even we are creating a lot of developmental activity for them also, because I was into loans, I was into the kind of infrastructure which these people need. So I'm aware of what kind of facilities they can get from the government. Okay. So that education is also going to happen in very recent time. So that's
amazing. So I mean, I see so much of passion, not just for the brand. I'm sure for that you will have passion, but the passion that you have, Sharmishta, to also, upgrade the life of these weavers, give them what they desire, developmental facilities for them, and create that community and make them feel proud. Because I think through your brand, they would also feel that it's not that people just want fast fashion. Somewhere our roots are still alive. And I'm really so thankful that you have chosen this particular niche to keep us grounded to our heritage, our roots, and those people who are truly, truly, skilled, they are getting work through your brand. So super amazing. Like I have so much of, emotions in me right now. Because I'm glad that you are a part of fashionpreneur community and you are doing this for other people. So super luck to you, and I'm sure you're going to just rock in this space. Great. So now that so this is your vision. I was about to ask you what your vision would be, but I truly see like a very wholesome vision for your brand for this. And over time, you might get into something which is non-sari space once you start developing this particular niche. So if there is somebody, another woman who aspires to start her fashion brand, what is that one message that you have for her? Because I understand you have absolutely no formal education in fashion. You don't come from a textile education background, or you don't come from a family of businessmen, women. So what is that message that you have for somebody who is watching your interview? How what's the message? How will she get inspired?
The one message which I would want to give to all the women entrepreneurs or the women who aspire to become the fashion brand owner, the one message I would want to give to them is, I always believe in one thing, that nothing is impossible in this world, because impossible always says that I am possible. So you can do whatever you want to do in your life. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve in your life, but you only require that kind of commitment, that kind of direction, that kind of commitment to your own goal, to your own self. Because if you're not committed to your own self, then nothing can happen around you. you I mean, if you are passionate enough for building a fashion brand, then nothing can stop you. Everything will be at your foot. So you need to just go ahead, follow your heart, follow your passion, go ahead and achieve what you want to achieve. And as you always say, Harvey, in your the first 5-10 minutes of our Wednesday session, that I want every woman to be financially independent. And I really live up to that motto which you say, that I really want that every woman of India should be financially independent. We are very emotionally dependent people, I feel. But when it comes to finances, we are not that. But I want all the women who aspire to be in the fashion space. We have a community, fashionpreneur, wherein your every minute detail, every minute doubt will also be resolved, because we have created, and ma'am has created, such a wonderful community that even if a single query would be there, there would be 200 all women who would come and who would help those women. If sometimes, because of the busy schedule, if ma'am, but ma'am replied to every comment of anyone. But sometimes if she takes little time also, there would be 100 odd other women who would try and give her different kinds of opinions and different kinds of solution what she may be having. So I would just say that follow your heart, follow your passion, and go and get it. That's it. The entire thing is there waiting for you. You just need to go and grab it. That is what I feel.
Right, that's a great one, Sharmishta. And I think I'm so blessed to be surrounded by such amazing warrior women. Like truly, I believe generally, so every one of us, we go through so many problems in our life. Like I have not seen a single woman who would say I have absolutely no problems in my health or in my finances, in my relationships. We all have our own issues in life, but the way we all women in the fashionpreneur warrior community, the way we show up, the way we support each other, like initially, and to be very candid and honest with you, initially I thought people will not help each other with their vendor details or with the packaging details. I always wanted this space to be so collaborative, and because there's enough of competition out there, and that was one of my dream, that I used to tell universe only give me women who are like me, who are not afraid of who is doing what, because she stands in her power. And that's why I feel each one of us in the community, we are true warriors. And I just have an example in front of me. I'm talking to you, but I just love the way we connect with each other, and it's such a positive vibe group. So thank you for all your contribution into the community as well. I really, really appreciate that. So, how do you feel, like a closing thought? I know I've been asking you a lot of questions, but it's amazing to interact with you. How do you feel now that you have launched your brand, you're building it, you've started seeing orders? I know you have an amazing website through which you sell, and you have two daughters who are looking at you. And I always believe, if not for us, for those people who are in our family, and then, the younger generation, like maybe your siblings, daughters, sons, for them, we women, we really need to put up as a, so it's a role model for them, that if we can do it, the younger generation, be it a girl child, a boy child, they can do it as well. So from a mother's perspective, how do you feel now, raising a brand in front of your daughters? What's the feeling like?
Ma'am, I can't express in words that feeling, because my two little daughters, 4 eyes, constantly every day are watching me, that what mama is doing, how she is building her brand, and how she is going about it. And they are super thrilled and super excited than me. Whenever I do any reel, or only 2 days back when I did that Weaver Ka video, I put in my voice in it. So they were so excited. and so thrilled with that particular concept, that how mama has done it. So actually my elder daughter is 12 years old now. So she is a teen, official teen now. so I want, why, as you rightly said, that what we, in a sense, जो हम कहते हैं ना कि एक रोल मॉडल होते हैं या हम चाहते हैं, I can easily just relax at home. Husband is earning really well. I can just sit at home, chilled out, having masti time with kids, only parties, going for a walk, and I can do all that at very ease. But why I am doing it? Because I want to show them that nothing comes handy. Whatever you want to achieve in your life, you have to put in lot of hard work and lot of if you want to become that successful, you have to put in your 200%, whatever you have into that. Otherwise, nothing is very, that flower ka bouquet and you will get it.
Somebody gifts you. You have to.
You have to make things possible. Yeah. And God is very kind. I have 2 beautiful daughters, and I want them to be financially independent. Obviously they will be, but I want them to take the decision for them, for their own self, that what they want to achieve and how they can change, even if anything happens around it, because they can see me that how life has changed my entire perspective and the entire around it. I was working with the bank, having this career, and suddenly I am into fashion brand, building a brand. So life can show you anything, but you have to be strong enough, and you have to keep pushing yourself, and through that confidence, through that zeal in you, you have to go and achieve what you want to achieve. That is what I want to give them. You can say, हम कहते हैं ना कि एक माँ अपने बच्चे को legacy देती है. So I want to give them a legacy of the determination and the strong that they should have the stronger personality and the zeal in them, that the dreams, big dreams and how to achieve those dreams. Because future always belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their own dreams. That's what I believe in.
Right.
So, yeah.
Very true. And I think, you are just a perfect daughter, taking your mom's dream ahead. You're just a perfect mother. I thank you for who you are, Sharmishta, because I think we need more women like this, because we have so much of potential in us. The only thing that lacks is that courage, that push, that self-determination, the motivation. So I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for who you are and the way you are raising your daughters, the way you are taking your mom's dream ahead. So I know lots of blessings from the universe is with you. I'm there with you wherever you need me in, taking your brand to the next level. But wish you all the very best. I'm going to put Tantu Parva's link below, so all the viewers, if you are interested in checking out Sharmishta's brand and the amazing website that she has built, and check out her collection, then definitely do that. And if you also aspire to build your own fashion brand, I'm going to put up a free training below this video in the description box. Check that out and join us on this amazing journey of brand building by female warriors, which I call as Fashionpreneur Warrior Community. So thank you so much, Sharmishta. God bless you. Keep taking big steps, big leap of faith, and I'm sure you're going to do wonders with your brand.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.